All right, this is an overview of my classroom design. This is my actual classroom. This is where you come in. There are my post-COVID sanitation stuff. And this is the classroom. It's pretty large, pretty traditional classroom. Over here is my desk and my workspace. All right, so where will students collect and submit work? So I'm thinking I want to kind of control that, so I want it sort of in my area. I think right in this corner, I'm going to put a vertical file holder like the one in the picture I put in this submission here on this wall, and then I'll put an inbox, flat inbox on the counter below that for students, so they're able to get by number, all the practice work, I'll give them mastery checks, the handouts, that sort of thing, themselves, and then they will put the work in the inbox, which I'll process pretty quickly and either give back to them or file appropriately. All right, so as far as mastery checks go, where is that going to happen? So, by the way, so there are classrooms in my school with tables, and everybody wants them because they're conducive to group work. And I do group work in all three of my classes. I have three very different subjects, and two of them tend to be a little more traditional, and so my classroom needs to sort of go back and forth. So for economics, which I'm going to be using modern classroom project stuff for that class initially, I'm thinking I'll just sort of change the classroom a little bit. I'll take this row closest to me and turn the desk toward me. And then, so I'll have, for econ, I'll have these three desks, and I have these rolly chairs, which students make use of a lot. And this sort of area that I control will be the mastery check area. I think that will make a lot of sense. Working in groups. So, again, I don't have tables, but I do have sort of areas. And I also have a lot of white space board on two walls, if you'll notice. So I think what I'll do is any given day, and I'll make an opening announcement, and I'll talk about this, but maybe a lot of people are working on, let's say, activity 1.5. Let's say that's demand practice. So I'll put 1.5 on that corner of the board. And that means generally the people that want to work on that should sit sort of in this area. And I'll come up here and I can, draw graphs on the board and sort of give mini lessons on that. And then I can use the other two corners of this last board for different activity numbers as needed. And so I can sort of put the class in groups, based on these three sort of general areas. And so I do group work already, and even though I know the class doesn't look that conducive to that, we can move around and make that work. We do that all the time anyway. So where will I spend my time? Obviously, a lot of it I will spend here in my area. Overseeing mastery checks. Also, I will spend time in each of these three areas I've sort of designated. I also will move around and help people individually. I do a lot of that anyway. In my history and religion class, everybody works on a giant research paper, and I have a lot of one-on-one meetings about those papers with the students here in this area. They pull up a rolly chair and we sit at my desk and look at stuff together. So a lot of time I envision being spent in this area. That's kind of what happens now. But I will move around for groups and individual help as necessary. And that is an overview of my classroom design.